Hello, boys and girls. My name is Jeffrey, and this evening we are going to be investigating a brand new pedal from Electro Harmonics, and it is called the Soul Food Overdrive. And before I start talking too much, I'm just gonna play it a little bit. I am playing with this Telecaster into a Vox hand-wired AC-15, and I have a little bit of spring reverb from my Strymon Flint, but here's my clean tone. And here is the Soul Food from Electro Harmonics. Never mind that. Alright, so what I wanted to demonstrate, well, I guess first things first, Electro Harmonics, I'm not really sure if this is a part-for-part clone of a Klon Centaur, or if it's just their take on something that functions similarly. I don't really find that all that important. I think what is really important is that this Overdrive costs just over $60, and it sounds amazing. And I've had a fair amount of experience with a couple different Overdrives. I'm not a Klon aficionado or anything like that, but yeah, it sounds really good. So we'll show you, we'll bring the gain all the way down and show you kind of how the boosting sounds. So back to our clean signal. Oh, I'm sorry. I must rely on the tuner. And while I'm tuning, I'll tell you that I was pleasantly surprised to find out that when you open the back of this pedal, there is a little thing that you can push up or down, and when you push it up, the pedal works in true bypass, and when you push it down, it works in has a buffered circuitry, which is really nice to be able to have the option. And at this price point, I can't think of anything else that gives you those options at this price point. But the buffer is really nice. I'm currently running through probably 35 feet of cable before it even hits the pedal board, and then another 20 feet of cable over there, and it's this buffer and a buffer at the end of my chain on the board, and I'm not... Sounds nice and bright and whatnot. So okay, with gain all the way down, it adds a little bit of sparkle, and I've got the treble knob, I think, just past noon, but as we take that up to around 3 o'clock, let's hear that. And down to 9 o'clock, gets a little dark, but for certain rigs I think it could work. And really I think that voicing is there for when you go up with the gain knob, because as the gain is increased, there is a mid-range presence that's kind of brought up as well. So bringing our gain to 9 o'clock. Very good sound. Just adds a nice teeny little bit of grit and a presence. Really help you cut through. And something to consider is I'm keeping it at unity volume right now. So, and our volume knob is below noon, so there's a lot of room for boosting, even with the gain all the way down. Okay, and let's take our gain up just before noon, and you'll start hearing a little bit more grit and a little bit more mid-range. And a little bit more volume as well. I feel like it does a really good job of, you know, as you move through different pickup settings, you can really hear them. It doesn't totally take over your signal, like a lot of pedals do. A lot of drive pedals, at least. So, okay, drive knob a little bit past noon. Job of sounding really warm and smooth, but still being very present. And you really hear that as you bring this gain knob up further. Let's see, we're at 3 o'clock on the gain knob, and it's also very responsive to your picking hand, your dynamics. So I'll try and illustrate that here. I'll pick softly and pick loudly. Even with a gain that high, bring the volume knob down. Down a little more. And most of the time when I roll down my volume knob, a lot of the high end kind of goes away, and it's I don't normally roll it down that much because all the high end goes away and you can't really hear yourself. But as you can hopefully hear, there's still a lot of presence to this. Alright, and our gain all the way up. Yeah, I love the way this thing sounds, and I'm probably dragging it on for a little bit longer than I should, but it sounds that good. I just kind of want to keep on playing it. And maybe I will try and demonstrate its volume boosting abilities, and forgive me, there goes the pick. Forgive me if this causes some clipping on your end, but okay, here's my dry signal. So this is with gain at 9 and volume all the way up. That's why we have this wonderful little treble knob. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's a great sounding pedal. I think it's a ridiculous deal. They could charge a lot more for it, and I think people would buy it. You know, especially, you know, maybe if it... We won't even get into that. Thanks for watching.